Biomed Nexus. Daily updates. Your essential biotech, medtech, and pharma recap. No noise, just what matters. Executive takeaway. The FDA has issued a rare regulatory U-turn, reversing its refusal to file Moderna's mRNA flu vaccine after a high-stakes Type A meeting. Meanwhile, J&J's 1B commitment to a state-of-the-art Pennsylvania cell therapy plant signals a massive infrastructure pivot toward onshored, personalized medicine. Read full analysis, what to watch. Moderna's August 5th PDUFA. The FDA's reversal on mRNA 1010 suggests a newly pragmatic approach to trial comparators. Success here is the must-win catalyst for the mRNA sector to prove it can survive and generate revenue beyond COVID-19. Cell therapy. Onshoring. J&J's 1B Pennsylvania plant is the first major move to mitigate supply chain geopolitics. Watch for Novartis and BMS to announce similar domestic capacity expansions as the administration's tariff rhetoric intensifies. The Corsana benchmark. With 170 filers in funding, Corsana is a new entrant focused on low ARIA amyloid clearance via BBB shuttling antibodies. If proof of concept data, due end of 2027, shows minimal brain swelling, it could fundamentally reshape the Alzheimer's competitive landscape. Today's top story: FDA reverses course, accepts Moderna's mRNA flu vaccine filing. What happened? Following a Type A meeting to resolve a public dispute, the FDA has rescinded its refusal to file RTF letter for Moderna's seasonal influenza vaccine, mRNA 1010. The agency set a PDUFA date of August 5, 2026. Why it matters? The initial rejection, signed by top vaccine official Vinay Prasad, cited an inadequate comparator. The swift reversal suggests a policy compromise. Moderna will conduct a post-marketing study in older adults, 65+, via the accelerated approval pathway, with full approval for ages 50-64. Executive impact. This signals a regulatory thaw for innovative platforms. It confirms that the current FDA leadership is willing to trade strict pre-approval comparator rules for accelerated access to domestic technology, provided real-world safety monitoring is robust. Market reaction. Moderna shares closed up 6% after falling as much as 12% following the initial RTF. Oncology and rare disease. J&J breakthrough designation. The FDA granted breakthrough therapy designation for Rybrevant Faspro amivantamab hyaluronidase in HPV-unrelated head and neck cancer. Signal targets a high-need population, EGFR MET overexpressing, where treatment options are virtually non-existent after platinum failure and PD-1/PD-L1 progression. Data, based on the ORIGE-AMI-4 Phase 1b/2 study, showing rapid and durable responses in heavily pretreated patients. Crescent Biopharma, trial start, milestone, dosed the first patient in the ASCEND Phase 1/2 trial for CR001, PD-1 and X VEGF bispecific. Insight: by targeting both checkpoints and angiogenesis in a single molecule, Crescent aims to replicate ivonescimab's pharmacology with improved manufacturability. Proof of concept data is expected Q1 2027, Avidity Biosciences, NEJM publication. Data, final phase. 1/2 Marina results for Del-desiran in myotonic dystrophy, DM1, were published in NEJM, showing a 0.40% mean reduction in DMPK mRNA, the first demonstration of genetic correction in this disease. Phase 3, Harbor top-line data expected H2 2026. Clinical and research updates, Scripps UCSD RiboStamp. Innovation, published in Nature, a new technology maps protein production across 2,000 individual brain cells. Impact reveals that individual neurons exist in high and low translation states, potentially identifying the exact moment brain cells begin to fail in autism, Fragile X, and tuberous sclerosis. VIV Healthcare, HIV. Data, NEJM data from the Latitude. Phase 3 trial confirmed that long-acting Cabenuva is superior to daily oral pills for patients with adherence challenges. Efficacy, regimen failure at 48 weeks was 22.8% on Cabenuva versus 41.2% on daily pills, potentially ending the daily pill era for high-risk populations. Corporate developments: J&J, Janssen, 1B investment. Infrastructure, announced construction of a next-generation cell therapy manufacturing facility in Lower Gwynedd, PA. Scope, the site will support CARVYKTI production and the broader cell therapy portfolio, creating 500-plus biomanufacturing jobs. This is part of J&J's 55B US investment commitment through early 2029. Corsana Therapeutics emerges from stealth. Funding emerged with 170 total funding, 25 million seed plus 150 million Series A, to develop BBB shuttling amyloid antibodies for Alzheimer's that aim to bypass brain swelling, ARIA, side effects. Asset, lead asset KRSA-028 targets amyloid beta with a proprietary theta platform. Clinical entry expected early 2027. Merck and Mayo Clinic, AI pact. Deal, inked a strategic AI-enabled drug discovery pact, Mayo's first collaboration of this scale with global biopharma. Access, Merck gains direct access to Mayo's platform Orchestrate, de-identified multimodal clinical data, labs, imaging, notes, to train virtual cell models. Initial focus, IBD, atopic dermatitis, and MS. Read full analysis, Policy and Public Health BioAsia 2026. Hyderabad. Day 2. Theme, Tech Bio Unleashed, continues. Indian policy leaders are emphasizing a shift from a generic hub to a value-driven innovation hub, specifically targeting biologics and cell therapy manufacturing. Watch for Novartis Lilly manufacturing announcements. Week ahead, through 219 PTC Therapeutics earnings, focus on Huntington's pipeline. SAT 221 Vanda, PDUFA, FDA decision on Byzanti. Sun 222, WED 225, CROI 2026, Denver. Watch for VV presenting first-in-human data for VH184, ongoing, BioAsia 2026, Hyderabad. Day 2 continues. Biomed Nexus Pro, Institutional Intelligence, brief-in. Today's Pro, brief, Moderna's resilience, why the August 5 PDUFA is now the ultimate binary event for the mRNA flu thesis. Crescent, CBIO. Risk framing, we model the ASCEND trial timeline and the threat of bispecific fatigue. The AI validation meta, how the Merck-Mayo deal signals a shift away from black box AI toward clinically anchored models. Upgrade to Pro today, read full article.